You still have onion rings?
Yeah, top page.
I think I'm going to get a beef dip.
You want to do what?
I'm going to get the beef dip.
Beef
Yep,
dip. That juice.
I think so.
Horrific incidents like the French terrorist shooting, the French terrorist attack that happened yesterday, is that Democrats start to denigrate prayer as if somehow that is helpful. Michael Steele, this guy's formerly, I think, head of the RNC. Here he is, wherever I guess on MSNBC, play 9.
I agree with the mayor. I'm not, the thoughts and prayers, I'm so beyond.
Yeah.
So beyond
I mean,
that. Of that. Because
a gal that I went over to her house.
Uh-huh.
Her husband's babysitting next door.
Oh, for Todd?
Yeah. How old do you think Todd is?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, he's 40s, maybe early 50s.
He's 58.
Oh, is he?
She's 20 years younger than he is.
His wife is?
And yeah, and this is his first child at 58.
Yeah. Yeah, he's by the same age as me.
Yeah.
Yep. Like him young.
You know, so you and Donna could still have a
She's
baby.
52. Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
No.
No, you've lived it long, this long without a child. You probably wouldn't be happy.
Not with a child, no. No.
Not used to taking care of him.
No.
Yeah.
I'm the child.
You're the child. You bet. Donna takes care of you.
Yep.
And you take care of her. That's the way it should be. If you want any of those crackers, let me know. I just kind of stuffed them in the corner.
All right. We'll be a roundabout here. Look at that. No traffic. What do you know?
Yeah, that is shock.
What is it? Wednesday? It's Wednesday.
No, today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
I should have realized that yesterday, because Wednesday is the day that I don't have any water pressure out there.
Huh.
So, I don't know. Somebody's doing something on Wednesday that I have to turn the water off.
Filling the tank, filling the pond.
Whatever.
That's the thing, if you got a tank, you could fill it at night. I mean, if you fill it all the time, and then that way it always is full. 24/7, you can have a trickle into that tank and keep it full, and that way whenever you want it to water, you're ready to, it's full and ready to go.
They're surveying that, looks like.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're going to widen this anytime soon.
Not right away, but they will at some point. I mean, they put the turning lane in, which is good.
Yeah.
I gotta stop and get more lotto tickets. No one won last night.
Oh, they didn't.
No. That means we didn't win.
Nobody won.
Nobody won. the next drawing's Saturday. I'm not sure. I don't play the lotto at all. We don't have lotto in Nevada, so you gotta go to California to get the Powerball tickets, and I never think to go.
Yeah.
Because there's only, you go to Nevada or Arizona, and it's an hour plus to wait in line because people, you can't buy them in Nevada, so people go to the little store in California and wait in line. But that wait's an hour long.
Really? You didn't have to wait that long last night, yeah.
Oh, here? No. I always went to 7-Eleven and there's nobody there. It's just, because you can't get them. There's only 2 spots that are close to Las Vegas. And there's one in Shoshone, California, and then one down in Kingman, Arizona. They sell the lotto tickets. That's the closest ones to Las Vegas, so people end up going there.
So you just get random, or you pick it?
Yeah, I just quick pick.
Through rolfing, I help people move with less pain, feel stronger, and stay active.
I just do the quick pick.
Book your first session today at rolfwenatchee.com or call 509.
I know some people have a strategy for it, but I don't. I just have luck of the draw,
Yeah.
In the ever-changing real estate market, having the right real estate expert is a must. The team at Premier One Properties are your local experts. Whether you're looking for the perfect property to buy or thinking about selling,
It's nice to have a break from this heat.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
in the greater Wenatchee area,
This is more like the weather that I remember. Gray.
Here?
Oh, everywhere in Washington, yeah. Overcast, gray, cloudy, partly sunny.
Mm-hmm. We haven't had much rain here this summer.
No. When I drove back last time, I drove over Snoqualmie Pass and just into Seattle, and then went down I-5. And, yeah, it's very busy. Through
Yeah.
Portland, drove through Portland and went that way. Zion's getting married in Cashmere, huh?
Mm-hmm. If you want to drive in, I'll show you where he's getting married at. To me, I don't understand why they did it there. They could have done it at my place. But that tells you. I would have let him have the wedding there.
with highs in the mid-90s. This is 560 KPQ and FM 101.7.
I don't know. Mind of their own, one track, and stubborn, and do whatever they want to do. And it's fun.
I want to give
I've
credit
decided
right
I have
now
to live that
Mary
way, so.
Margaret Houlihan, who also wrote a book, by the way, D-Trans. I believe we had her on the show to partly talk about this, true stories of escaping the gender ideology cult. And she has a book, story up right now, which I was reading last night, shared it on Twitter. I'm sure we'll link it at Clay and Buck as well. Minnesota Catholic school leader warned Tim Walz of critical school safety threats in the wake of the Nashville school shooting. He did nothing. Mary Margaret, appreciate you coming on with us. Obviously, we've been talking a great deal about what happened in Minneapolis, and now the tragic connection to what happened in the Covenant school shooting in Nashville. What does your reporting tell you about what Governor Tim
He's
Walz
taking both
did in
sides,
the
the
wake
truck
of
out
the
there.
Nashville?
Smart.
It's kind of a tight.
Hey
Yep.
guys, it's great to be here. I'm actually
Tight
outside the
corner,
White House right
so-
now before I go in for the press briefing in a few minutes. But, I wanted to talk about this report we did because we found that these leaders of Catholic and independent schools out in Minnesota, they sent a letter to Tim Walz 1 week after the Covenant Christian School shooting, where a trans-identifying shooter killed kids at Covenant Christian School in Nashville. 1 week after
gets closer to the snow, then
Yeah. And again, I don't know how to run it. I give them here's the manual.
it's brand new, so I mean it's a couple years old, barely used.
Yeah. It is only a couple years. It was used the first year. And after that, Russell decided that he can get it done faster on
Oh yeah.
the other. But the reason that he wanted me to buy it, because it'll get him out, and he'll have to do some exercise and blah, blah, blah. And it'll take care
That
of it.
lasted once.
1 year.
One time probably, 2 times. Just find someone to come do it for you. It may not snow at all. You never know. I mean, sometimes some winters there's hardly any weather, and then other years you get a bunch.
Yep. Yeah, we came out to the cafe over here with the women's group.
What is it?
That one over there, the red roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we came out there and
It's cafe.
it's Hot Rod Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they make really good hamburgers.
All these kids use drugs, and now we've had the shooting in Nashville, we've had the shooting in Minneapolis. All of the evidence continues to come out that this is very much toxic empathy, that parents are being taken advantage of. I saw very little pushback. Now, we'll play some of the cuts of people trying to make that argument, but I'm talking about on social media. You wrote this book about it. I'm sure you got attacked then, but it feels
Yeah, at least once a month then we go to something different.
Yeah.
We went to the Huckleberry.
Wild Huckleberry.
Wild Huckleberry. It's in Wenatchee. It's the other took over the Dusties. Yeah. It's called Wildberry. The Huckleberry North, I think is what it's called. They have one down in the south end too. And they have good food too.
Yeah. I've never been to it, but I heard it's pretty good. Kind of missed Dusty's though.
Yeah. But they do have Dusty Burgers in there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. It's on the menu. Dusty Burgers are on the menu.
Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, that's pretty good.
They probably decided that, when they were going to do that, somebody says, oh, you have Dusty Burgers? No, and they got to thinking about it. Well, we're going to have hamburgers. Why don't we have Dusty Burgers?
Right. Been around for a long time.
was down that block.
Oh, yeah.
Is questioning their gender.
Matter what the parts are, it's what you feel. That's gender. But then why do we have this whole process of putting pharmaceuticals and puberty blockers and all these things, and then even surgery to change the plumbing, so to speak, if it doesn't make a difference to gender?
Well, you would have to ask some of these doctors and therapists.
Your grandfather lived along the river here somewhere.
Very,
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I get that, Mary Morgan. I'm just asking, have you ever heard any of them try to
Before they
explain or
went to
give any
Sunday school.
rationale for that?
Okay.
Because I do think it's a
He
very
said he used to
important and
play at
powerful
our
point.
What they try and do to rationalize it is
Yeah, I like
I
this
used to
little
bring you
spot.
up to this little
these
park here.
ideological sayings.
Play.
They'll try and tell you that like, you don't understand because you're not well versed in this ideology. But you're right.
Yeah, I
At
like
the end
this
of the
little
day,
town. It's cute.
one of those things where I
Quiet.
think Donald Trump Jr. does a really good job talking about this. He'll just say, this is crazy, or WTF is going on. And that's kind of the real response that
I like
everybody
the
should
little
be
houses
giving to
in
it.
here.
It's as simple and basic
They
as
got
that. And I
a
think one of the
dinosaur
reasons
here
that Donald Trump
somewhere
won the
in
last
the yard.
election is because he kind of gave voice
Corner.
to that sentiment as he was campaigning and saying, this is just crazy.
Maybe-
You all
maybe
know
we'll
this
already
is
pass.
crazy. We shouldn't have to put up with this anymore. We need to protect our kids. And that
Goes through
campaign messaging really landed him in the White House. We saw the polls that showed that it did. It was some of his
Oh, okay.
biggest campaign ads, just showing people what Kamala Harris was saying about transgenderism and, you know, helping illegal aliens in prison get sex changes. Like, this type of rhetoric it's insane, and most people don't agree with it. So I think that, you know, we need to believe what we're seeing, and we need to give voice to that. And the Trumps, frankly, have been doing a really good job of messaging on that. So they've been very effective, and now Trump is president, and he's been enacting a lot of different executive orders fighting back on this ideology. So I'm really interested in seeing what comes next, because, you know, one big question I have for Caroline Leavitt at this upcoming briefing is, look, we've seen numerous trans-identifying shooters targeting Christian kids. Is the FBI
Their
going to start
bakery up here
investigating
isn't
this
as good as it used to.
fear of trans-identifying
It's
shooters
taken over.
targeting
There's
Christian kids? Is there going to be
Hispanics.
a trans-terrorism
their
category?
donuts are
What are we
different.
going to see in this area? Because it's time to stop pretending
Not
like
the
this
same,
is
huh?
a
Nope, they're
pattern.
not the
And
same.
frankly, during the Biden administration, when the Covenant Christian shooters targeted kids in Nashville, what we saw there was the FBI hiding the manifesto. They wouldn't release it. They didn't want to tell everyone that this shooter was trans and hated
Appleton
Jews and hated
College.
Christians. And
Yep,
was
they're still there.
Yeah, they were gonna close it.
Yeah, they were, but they've
media
decided to
outlets
bring
like
in
Daily
other
Wire
things than
to
just
show
apples and
people what was
cutlets.
actually going on. So I'm hoping for
somebody
more
changed
transparency
the-
here, for heavier
And
investigations,
have different
and more.
flavors of
Well,
apples,
appreciate
not
that
just
you have
apples.
been on this story and others, like the Covenant school shooting story, and I just
Smart
want to remind
idea.
everybody, all of the rationale for they can't share the Covenant shooting manifesto were either just guesses or lies, depending
Stop
on
and
who
get a
you're
free
talking
meal
about. Because there was no
today.
reason
Yes.
to publish that manifesto. It was pure suppression, pure politics. Mary Margaret Olahan of the Daily Wire. I know you got to go run
And the
in
house
and
on
do
the
a whole
very
West
corner
Wing
is
briefing
another
thing
one
here,
of my
so
customers.
good luck to you on that. Please come back and talk to us again soon.
Preacher and his wife.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Anytime. Look, there's one company that's doing the best job out there of preserving your family's memories that you might have on old VHS tapes or fading
This one right
photos
here is
or
where she lives.
Betamax or Laserdisc or whatever you got. And that is Legacy Box. Located in Tennessee.
Shrubs are
Place
getting
went out of business.
overgrown.
Loves that Tennessee
There's
stuff.
the
Legacy Box
school.
is a team of
Kids are
200
in
plus
school
technicians
today.
ready to hand transfer your
Sweet
family's memories on the digital files. So look, if you've got those old videotapes, a lot of you have done this, by the way, and congratulations. Now you can send them around to friends and family. You can text them. You can put them online. If you haven't done it
I've been back here.
Yeah. 2 schools.
Oh, that's a high school.
Yeah.
Travis and Sexton, weekdays 9 to noon
Not
on
that it's
News
2
Radio
schools, it's different.
560
Junior high,
Middle
high
school, yeah.
Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is now under new
Follow the
leadership,
road
bringing you
around,
more value,
stay to
faster
the left,
service,
don't
and
go up the
appointments
hill,
that work with your
stay to the
schedule.
left.
Need a new HVAC system? Mention this.
Socialism, you know, you can't ever do it right and put Jamaica's economy in a tailspin, and I can't believe that that's the same thing I'm seeing here. But we're going to win because, you know, you can't hold righteousness down. And when you're on the right side of an issue where
Oh my
common
gosh.
sense is common sense,
Yeah.
and where I even have now Democrats that are coming up to me and saying, I'm a Democrat, but I'm going to vote for you because I don't want my
Yes, there's
girl
just not
children
enough
having
business.
to undress in front of full frontal
Rayburn
noodle boys.
Road.
I mean, think about it. We're creating sexual
Wait.
trauma.
He got a right side.
Do we
He's
not have
probably.
enough trauma in the world?
No, I agree. Lieutenant Governor Sears, I wanted to ask if you do become the governor, and we were obviously rooting for you, pushing for you, and hopeful that
Trees
it's going
growing
to happen.
in.
Virginia is such a great state. The northern part of your state, some of the politics there, not my favorite, I'm just saying. The right, once you get in the edge of D.C., you got some people that, well, you need to reach out to them and convince them of the error of, Arlington's ways. But Virginia, otherwise, a fantastic and wonderful state. I actually have family that was from Virginia and still lives there. I want to know what you're going to do if you become the governor. What will you continue on from the very successful tenure of Governor Youngkin, and what would be some of the things that the great residents of the Commonwealth would be able to look forward to?
So one of the things I'm going to do, unlike my opponent, is I'm going to continue
not
to
the
keep
same.
Virginia
No, it's
safe. I'm
not.
going to support our law enforcement, Department of Corrections personnel. We're not going to get rid of their qualified immunity. We're not going to defund them. You know who will? My
All the
opponent,
little
Abigail
cabins
Sandberger,
are all
because she has said
torn
that she
down
has
and
taken
built up
money
big
from,
stuff
wait for it,
and
defund the police.
cut
tax.
out
Because they're
everything.
living here all year
She's
round,
taken
probably.
thousands
Yeah.
of them. So, you know, it's not like we don't know what
river's
she's
right
going to
there.
do. So we need our police, right? We need everybody there because I can't even talk about safety and security.
Curious to
I
see what
can't
the
talk
hell
about
cabin
jobs
is.
Yeah, see what kind of a
being
cabin
low
they put in.
if we're not safe and secure,
It's all
right?
gone.
So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And you
It's
probably saw
nice.
it yesterday where she came out and said
all
she was one of the first things
built
that she was going to do is precisely get rid of our safety and security because she's going to stop all these ICE containers where we have now found 4,000 criminal illegal aliens in Virginia, including the number 3
Looks like
top
they put
heavy
porta potties in
and
instead of.
they are in various
building their
states
own.
of
Now, that one
incarceration
was
and
here.
deportation.
Yeah, that's
These
been
are
there.
not that. I mean, well, who
Those
is
have
this
been
woman?
there.
Where did we get her from?
All
she
these
can't
old
be
ones
governor.
along the
The next thing
river.
people want is that they want their taxes back in their pockets. And we've restored, what, $9 billion back into the pockets of Virginia's taxpayers. We have run a
Looks like they have
$10
the
billion
garbage truck comes
surplus
through too.
for,
Yeah.
for the entire
Yeah,
time
people
that
live
we've
back
been
here
in
full time
office.
now. You used
And we're
to,
going to keep
there's that
creating
old one
jobs.
they fixed
We're going
up.
to
They
keep
put
getting
in
rid
the
of
front on it
regulations.
and
We're going to
everything.
have the energy that they need. We're going to have shovel-ready sites. We're going to keep their inventories
Been
and
there
their
forever.
employees safe. Jobs will flood in. And, well, you will
Two-story.
see we will continue our great economic successes. Whereas my opponent is going to tax them to death. She's going to put regulations back on them. And she's going to force every single employee, even if they don't want to join a union. That, for me, is an issue of liberty. So people know what they're going to get with me. It's all
Trees
common
are still
sense,
thick enough
money
back
in your
here that
pocket,
keeps it all
jobs
dark.
Mm-hmm.
there you go. She doesn't know how to do this. She was never there when we were creating any of this good stuff. She was in Congress taking stupid votes against us and now trying to backtrack. But she's not even back. She's like Punxsutawney Phil. We haven't seen her in a while. Where have you been? Abigail. Can't lead from behind.
Whispering Pines.
Lieutenant Governor Sears, appreciate you very much,
Huh.
and please
you
come
back
back and
into
talk to us
another-
either right before your victory or right after.
WinsomeForGovernor.com. Please
remember.
go
I
to
know
my
it's way down
website,
here.
WinsomeForGovernor.com,
We're getting
and help me.
close.
Yes, I'll go help her, guys and gals. We need to make sure we have a good
Close.
governor in Virginia, and things
The
are
last
trending
time I
in the
really
right
cut all the
direction
trees
there
down. It was all
politically. All right, look,
open
no
in
matter
there.
where you live, there's always a
Right
chance
here,
to
right
become
next
a victim
Yeah,
of a
that was
robbery.
still.
Last thing we'd wish
Yeah,
on you,
that's
the
a
fact
cool
remains.
cabin.
Yeah,
That
that
stuff
one was
happens all over the
original.
country. So you need to be able to protect yourself, and you want to be
Here we
proactive.
are.
You want to get ready
This one right here, isn't it?
before
Yep.
you need it,
What the
because
fence is.
you don't have it when you need it. It's too late. That's where
Yeah,
Sabre
this is
comes
it.
in. Sabre spelled
totally cut everything
S-A-B-R-E.
out.
In my house, Clay's house, we have a whole range
Yeah, right
of
into
Sabre,
here.
highly effective, non-lethal self-defense
There
and home
it was,
defense
this one right
products.
here.
The
Yep,
Sabre's
that's
been
where it
at
used
this
to
for
be.
15 years, so they've got decades of experience in this realm, and they
Wow.
are
That's
the
where it
most
used to
trusted
be.
pepper spray brand by law enforcement.
Looks
Their
like they
pepper gel
bring in
projectile launcher
trailers.
is an incredible
Yeah.
example of
And
why
put in
they're
there.
so well thought of by experts in
Yeah.
home and self-defense. So go get Sabre products today. Pepper
Not the
gels,
same.
pepper spray, pepper
Nope.
launchers.
This was all
Whole bunch
treed
of
back in
different
here. They
alarms
put all
you can set up
those
in your
trees
home,
back.
bars, different doors. I mean, really, really top quality. Go to Sabre Radio, S-A-B-R-E, SabreRadio.com. At that website, you'll save 15%. SabreRadio.com. Or if you want to just
But
call,
there was
really
nothing
easy
back
to do.
here.
844-824-SAVE.
Nope, this
That's
was all just trees and stuff.
844-824-SAVE.
And there's the one that comes
You ain't
around probably.
imagining.
The world has gone insane. Reclaim your sanity with Clay and Buck. Find them on the free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast. KPQ and FM 101.7. Every home deserves a strong, reliable roof. And Zach Roofing in Wenatchee is here to ensure yours is just that. From leak repairs, water damage,
This
to
used to be
replacing
the
your
end
shingle,
right here.
they deliver exceptional
Back in
service
here
with
is-
clear communication. With Zach
There
Roofing,
was
your
two pine trees
expectations
back
aren't
in
just
there.
met, they're exceeded.
One point in
Protect
time,
your
and
home with confidence.
that's where Jack
Visit
proposed to me,
ZagaLLC.com
Oh,
today.
yeah?
Zaga Roofing. Every person, every family
This is
deserves
it.
a roof over their head.
Turn around.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free. Select
hit that little
Valspar
house.
and
Yeah, it's
HGTV
up
Home
there
by
around the
Triple
corner.
Three. One coat coverage, interior paint via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or
Around the
online
corner,
today.
not too far.
We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies
Wow,
last.
it's just
Discount taken in time
really-
of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid
Really
8/21 through 9/3.
Oh,
For
yeah.
now, one of the world's most innovative ukulele players, the Numerical Performing Arts Center is proud to present in concert Jake Shimabukuro.
Just not the same.
Live at the Numerical Performing Arts Center, Wednesday, September 17th at 7:30. Presented by For the Love of It.
The golden studs live there.
Dazzling artist, mix of mastery and artistry. Jake Shimabukuro.
Okay.
Live at the Numerical Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets now at numericapack.org. Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is under new leadership with new standards, providing increased value, same-day booking, and booking that fits your lifestyle. Mention this ad and receive $300 off any water heater installation. Visit callpatriot.net today and give your home a hug. Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling will give your home a hug. They're hiding. Worst of all, you just kept them, and they make you miserable right in your own home.
Yeah.
Because of them, you sneeze.
It's like they built around it.
Allergies. There's fungi and bacteria, but there's one way to ride off these unwanted
Sure.
This is where it is down here.
Clean Air Connection will clean your air ducts of hidden fungus.
They put themselves up a fence, so that works.
Right in there.
Definitely cut all the trees out. Definitely looks
Yeah.
different.
That cuts the mosquitoes down a little.
Has the best selection of canning products in town. Whether you're a beginner or an expert canner, you can find all the essentials you need to start canning this
Looks like
season
they
at James
put it in so they could bring their campers up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole family reunion or something going on there.
The only thing left to do is decide what you're going to can this year, from hammers and firearms to footwear and
It's
more.
such a cute little cabin there.
That's good.